All right, guys, Honda 2014 CRF250L. We did the spring side fork service. Let's throw some seals in the damping side now. I've already popped the cap with a crescent wrench. Yes, don't ask me what size it is. Don't know, don't care. Crescent works perfect. You can't damage anything. We drained the oil. Now we're gonna take the bottom bolt out. Looks to be a 6mm Allen down in there. Alright guys, as you can see, there's not much to this system. Not much to it at all. So now, I'm going to go ahead and split our tube and service everything just like we did on the spring side video. Okay, so we've got our seals, we've got our both our bushings, our washer, and we're just going to clean up this tube. We're going to get all the grit from between the cracks and everything, clean it up. All right, we're all cleaned up here, so you guys know the drill. Dust seal, fork seal, writing out where you can see it, or down in this case. Damper side tube actually wasn't bad at all, so we're ready to reinstall. Okay, I mentioned in the other video that I was doing a little experiment with these $12 fork seals from eBay, and that I recommended Pro X seals, or just, you know, straight from the OEM, which are the same as Pro X. You can run SKFs if you want, but I think they're a little too pricey for what they are. But I was in a hurry, and these are my personal forks, and so I wanted to do an experiment and see if these pack of 4, that's 2 dust seals, 2 oil seals for $12 on eBay, shipped for free. And I'll tell you, a lot of times those super low quality fork seals, they feel plasticky. These do on the outside, but on the actual where the wipers are, they actually feel really nice. Now, another thing, a lot of cheap fork seals, the dust seal doesn't want to fit in the fork very well. This one fits perfect, like a high quality seal. So I will update this channel with how many hours we get out of these seals. Now, putting the inner cartridge back in will hang up a lot of people. So you really want the fork to be sitting straight up and down like this if possible. It makes it a little easier, because when you put that cartridge in, the cartridge threads needs to be in the center of this hole. And there's enough space in there, it can move side to side. And if it does, you're not going to be able to get your threads started with your bolts. So just, you can look back in there and see that your threads are lined up with the bolt hole, and then just start your Allen bolt, and you'll know if it's, you know, if it catches, you'll feel it catch. Some people will complain maybe that it's starting to catch and that the cartridge wants to spin. What you can do is just kind of, you can bring this tube down and just kind of hold it with your hand. Eventually the bolt will out thread the cartridge. There is a cartridge holder, but you don't really need it. Another thing you can do is, after you know that it's grabbed threads, you can also take an impact and just lightly bump it a few times, and it will thread faster than the cartridge can spin or anything like that, and it will eventually catch up and tighten down, and you're good to go. Now, Honda calls for about 650 in this fork. I think Racetech only calls for like 510, but we're going to use the Honda spec. I'm using the fork fluid, as I said in the other video, because it's all I keep in stock, because I normally use it in the other bikes. And that hurts, because I wouldn't normally put this quality fluid in this bike. This is like over $20 a liter. And that's it, guys. Your damping side fork is serviced on your Honda CRF250L, at least the 2014 model. So yeah, see, pretty painless, pretty easy. I'm gonna throw these back on the bike now, do a little more work to that thing. We're gonna throw that off the lift and get this YZ up there for some work. So thanks for watching. I'll put a link in the description to everything you'll need for this: fork fluid, fork seal drivers, fork bullet, fork seals, all that stuff. So click down there and grab what you need. See you in the next video.